Good morning. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ, and welcome to worship at Second Presbyterian Church in Indianapolis, this welcoming community of faith where Jesus Christ transforms lives. It is our prayer that as we gather in worship and as we are sent in service, that we do so transformed by the presence of Christ we find in this space and in the joy of community. And so whether you're a first-time visitor or a long-time member, we are glad that you are here and that you are here today. I invite you now to pass and sign the welcome books on each pew so that we can greet one another by name in the worship service. And as you pass the book, to start from the bottom of the page and move upward to help our ushers collect those forms after the service. Particularly if it's your first time with us, we would love to be able to reach out and welcome you during the week ahead and invite you to share some contact info either on the welcome book itself or using the QR code on your bulletin. This morning, the deacons encourage you to share the gift of life and donate blood downstairs in the multi-purpose room just below the sanctuary. I understand that walk-ins are welcome all the way through 12:30 p.m. And so if you're available to give and able to give, I know that gift would be appreciated. Next Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, Second Sanctuary Choir will participate in an art and soul concert at the Arts Garden, downtown Indianapolis. That performance, entitled Black Resistance and the Beloved Community, Songs of Faith, Hope, and Joy, is presented by Witherspoon Presbyterian Church in collaboration with the Performing Arts Conservatory, Zora's Daughters of Asante Art Institute, and the Philharmonic Orchestra of Indianapolis. It is free and family-friendly and open to all next Sunday at 3 p.m. This week, Christmas with our Northside neighbors kicks off. We invite you to share the love of Christ by picking up tags for gifts, clothing, or household goods. Those are available today in McFarland Hall after the service or on our website beginning tomorrow. You can also sign up to volunteer and help with gift wrapping throughout the month of December. Our children and family ministries will host an Advent prep party from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Friday, November 17th. Families encouraged to come for a time of faith formation through crafts, service, prayer, and a simple meal together. 2 weeks from today, on Sunday, November the 19th, we will celebrate Commitment Sunday. And in the time between now and then, invite you to prayerfully consider how your financial gift can support Second and its ministry and mission in 2024. Information about all that is happening in the life of our community can be found at secondchurch.org/events. Finally, this morning, a word of welcome to our distinguished guest preacher. I am convinced that one of the most urgent needs for the church in our time is for gifted and faithful leaders to respond to the call of God and to use their gifts in bold and faithful ways. Reverend Dr. Victor Aloyo is a uniquely gifted and deeply faithful leader for the church in such a time as this. Dr. Aloyo serves as the 11th president of Columbia Theological Seminary in Decatur, Georgia. I have written in our notes one of our denomination's flagship seminaries, but since I have a Princeton graduate here on the chancel with me, I will say Columbia is the flagship seminary of our denomination and alma mater for both Sarah Hayden, Sarah Dorian Christians, Will Christians, and myself. I am fortunate to serve on the Board of Trustees at Columbia and doubly fortunate to have worked closely with Victor in his first year as our president on a new strategic blueprint for our beloved seminary. Victor is a pastor, a scholar, a preacher, a church planter, a mentor, and an innovative and energetic leader. He is also husband to Suzette and father to Kayla and Alyssa, and above all, Victor is faithful to the one who has called him to this work, and he preaches the gospel with passion and joy. Victor, welcome to Second Presbyterian Church. I did share with Victor that the weather he is experiencing here in central Indiana is entirely typical for the first week in November, and that he should come back anytime. And now let us gather our hearts so that we might meet God in worship.